And we're live. We're back again. Hi, my name is Jai Pathak. Today's reading, again, I'm continuing on from the 1963 best-selling classic book, Dr. Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I'm going to start reading chapter 3. It's called The Miracle Working Power of Your Subconscious Mind. How you can work miracles in your own life and help others work miracles in their life. I love the fact that all things are possible, through faith, and anything we can conceive, believe, and achieve, we can do. And good affirmation for miracles is, I am a magnet for miracles. You can say, you are a magnet for miracles. I am a magnet for miracles. The miracle of just being alive was a miracle itself. Just the fact that we can breathe air in and out, fresh air, is a miracle. Life is a miracle. The fact that we get to live it each and every day. The power of your subconscious is beyond all measure. That's how this chapter starts out. That's powerful. The power of your subconscious is beyond all measure. It inspires you and guides you. It calls upon vivid scenes from the storehouse of memory. Your subconscious controls your heartbeat and the circulation in your blood. It regulates your digestion, assimilation, and elimination. When you eat a piece of bread, your subconscious mind transmutes it into tissue, muscle, bone, and blood. These processes are beyond the ken of the wisest person who walks on the earth. Your subconscious mind controls all the vital processes and functions of your body. It knows the answer to all problems. Your subconscious mind never rests, never sleeps, never rests. It is always on the job. You can discover the miracle working power of your subconscious by plainly stating to your subconscious prior to sleep that you want a specific thing accomplished. You will be amazed and delighted to discover that forces within you will be released to lead to the result you wish for. Here is a source of power and wisdom that puts you directly in touch with omnipotence. This is the power that moves the world, guides the planets in their course, and causes the sun to shine. Your subconscious mind is the source for your ideals, aspirations, and altruistic urges. It was through the subconscious mind that Shakespeare perceived and communicated great truths hidden from the average man of his day. It was through the subconscious mind that the great sculptor Vitidius gained the art and skill to portray beauty, order, symmetry, and proportion in all marble and bronze. The subconscious mind is the deep well from which great artists draw their awe-provoking power. It enabled the great Italian artist Raphael to paint his Madonnas and great German musician Beethoven to compose his symphonies. Some years ago, I was invited to lecture at the Yoga Forest University in Rishikesh, India. While I was there, I had a long conversation with a surgeon who was visiting from Bombay. From him, I learned the astonishing story of Dr. James Estill. Estill is a Scottish surgeon who practiced in Bengal during the 1840s. This was before either or other modern methods of chemical anesthesia began to be used. Nevertheless, between 1843 and 1846, Dr. Estill performed some 400 major surgical operations of all kinds. These included amputations, removal of tumors, and cancerous growths, and operations on the eye, ear, and throat. All these operations were performed under mental anesthesia only. Patients said that they felt no pain, and none of them died during the surgery. Just as amazing, the mortality rate of Estill's patients following surgery was extremely low. This was well before Western scientists such as Louis Pasteur and Joseph Lister pointed out the bacterial origin of infection. No one realized that postbiotic infections were due to unsterilized instrumentals and virulent organisms. Nevertheless, when Estill suggested to his patients who were in a hypnotic state that no infection or septic condition would develop, their subconscious minds responded to his suggestion. They set in motion the process needed to fight off the life-threatening dangers of infection. Think of it, over a century and a half ago, the Scottish surgeon who had gone halfway around the world discovered how to use the miraculous wonder-working power of the subconscious mind. It is enough to cause you to be seized with awe. This transcendental powers that inspired Dr. Distill, that protected his patients from this mortal danger, can be yours too. Your subconscious mind gives you independence of time and space. It can make you free of all pain and suffering. It can give you the answer to all problems, whatever they may be. There's a power and an intelligence within you that can far transcend your intellect, causing you to marvel at the wonder of it all. All these experiences cause you to rejoice and believe in the miracle working powers of your own subconscious mind. Your subconscious is your book of life. Whatever thoughts, beliefs, opinions, theories, or dogmas you write, engrave, or impress in your subconscious mind, you'll experience them as the objective manifestation of circumstances, conditions, and events. What you write on the inside, you will experience on the outside. You have two sides to your life, the objective and subjective, visible and invisible, thought and its manifestation. Your thought is received as a pattern of neural filings in your cerebral cortex, which is the organ of your conscious reasoning mind. Once your conscious or objective mind accepts the thought completely, it is transmuted to the older parts of the brain where it becomes flesh and is made manifest in your experience. As previously outlined, your subconscious cannot argue. It acts only from what you write on it. It accepts your verdict on the conclusions of your conscious mind as final. This is why you're always writing on the book of life, because your thoughts become your experiences. The American philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Man is what he thinks about all day long." What is impressed in the subconscious is expressed. William James, the father of American psychology, said that the power to move the world is in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is one with the infinite intelligence and boundless wisdom. It is fed by hidden springs and it's called the law of life. Whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind, the latter will move heaven and earth to bring it to pass. You must therefore impress it with right ideas and constructive thoughts. The reason there's so much chaos and misery in the world is that so many people do not understand their interactions of their conscious and subconscious minds. When these two principles are in peace, synchronistically together, you will have health, happiness, peace, and joy. There's no sickness or discord when the conscious and subconscious work together harmoniously and peacefully. In the ancient world, Hermes Trismegistus had the reputation of being the greatest, most powerful magnus of the world had ever known. When his tomb was opened, centuries after his passing, those who were in touch with the wisdom of the ancients waited with great expectancy and a sense of wonder. It was said that the greatest secret of the ages would be found within the tomb. And so it was. The secret was, as within, so without, as above, so below. In other words, whatever you impress in your subconscious mind, that becomes expressed on the screen of space. The same truth is proclaimed by Moses, Isaiah, Jesus, Buddha, Zoroaster, Lao Tzu, and all the luminous seers of the ages. Whatever we feel is true subjectively is expressed as conditions, experiences, and events. Motion and emotion must balance. As in heaven, your own mind, so on earth, in your body environment. This is the great law of life. You'll find throughout all nature the law of action and reaction and rest and motion. These two must balance, and there will be harmony and equilibrium. You are here to let the life principle flow through you rhythmically and harmoniously. The intake and the outgo must be equal. The impression and the expression must be equal. All your frustration is due to unfulfilled desire. If you think negatively, destructively, and viciously, these thoughts generate destructive emotions that must be expressed and must find an outlet. These emotions, being of negative nature, are frequently expressed as ulcers, tension, and anxieties. What is your idea of feeling about yourself now? Every part of your being expresses the idea. Your vitality, body, financial condition, friends, and social status represent a perfect reflection of the idea you have of yourself. This is the real meaning of what is impressed in your subconscious mind and what is expressed in all phases of your life. We injure ourselves by the negative ideas we entertain. How often have you wounded yourself by getting angry, fearful, jealous, or vengeful? These are the poisons that enter your subconscious mind. You are not born with these negative attitudes. Feed your subconscious mind life giving thoughts, and you will wipe out all your negative patterns lodged within you. As you continue to do this, all the past will be wiped out and remembered no more. The subconscious heals the magnificency of the skin. The most convincing evidence anyone can have of the healing power of subconscious mind is in personal healing. Over 40 years ago, I developed malignancy of the skin. I went to the finest doctors who tried the most advanced treatments the medical science could offer. None of these helped. The malignancy got progressively worse. Then one day, a clergyman with a deep sort of psychological knowledge told me the inner meanings of the 139th Psalm. He called my attention to the passage that reads, In thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. He explained that the term book meant my subconscious mind, which fashioned and molded all my organs from a tiny original cell. He pointed out that since my subconscious mind had made my body, it could also recreate it and heal it according to the perfect pattern within it. The clergyman pointed to his watch. This had a maker, he told me, but before the watch could become an objective reality, the watchmaker had to have the idea of it clearly in his mind. If for some reason the watch stopped working as should, the watchman's idea would give him the knowledge to be needed to fix it. I understood what he was trying to tell me in this analogy. The subconscious intelligence that created my body was like the watchmaker. I knew exactly how to heal, restore, and direct all the vital functions and processes in my body. But for it to do this properly, I had to give it the perfect idea of health. This would act as a cause, and the effect would be healing. I formulated a very simple and direct prayer. My body and all its organs were created by the infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind. It knows how to heal me. Its wisdom fashioned all my organs, tissues, muscles, and bones. This infinite healing presence within me is now transforming every cell of my being, making me whole and perfect. I give thanks for the healing I know is taking place at this time. Wonderful are the works of the creative intelligence within me. I repeated the simple prayer aloud for about 5 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day. After some 3 months, my skin was whole and perfect. The malignancy had vanished. My doctor was baffled, but I knew what had happened. I had given life giving patterns of wholeness, beauty, and perfection to my subconscious mind. These forced out the negative images and patterns of thought lodged in my subconscious mind, which were the cause of all my trouble. Nothing appears on your body except when the mental equivalent is first in your mind. As you change your mind by drenching it out with insensitive affirmatives, you change your body. This is the basis of all healing. Psalms 139:14, it says, Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul, subconscious mind knoweth right well. How the subconscious controls all the functions of the body. Whether you're awake or asleep, the ceaseless, tireless action of your subconscious mind controls all the vital functions of your body without any need for your conscious mind to intervene. While you're asleep, your heart continues to beat rhythmically, your chest diaphragm muscle pump air and out of the lungs. Where the carbon dioxide is the byproduct of the activity of your body cells is exchanged for the fresh oxygen you need to go on functioning. Your subconscious controls your digestive processes and glandular secretarial, as well as the other wondrously complex operations of your body. All this happens when you're awake or asleep. If you were forced to operate your body's functions with your conscious mind, you would certainly fall. You'd probably die of a very quick death. The process is here too complicated to intertwine. The heart lung machine that is used during our surgeries wonders of the modern medical technology. But what it does is infinitely simpler than our subconscious mind does 24 hours a day, year in, year out. Suppose you were crossing the ocean in a super jet, wandered in the cockpit, you certainly would not know how to fly the plane, but you would not find it difficult to distract the pilot and cause trouble. In the same way, your conscious mind cannot operate your body, but it can get in the way of proper operation. Worry, anxiety, fear, and depression interfere with the normal functioning of the heart, lungs, stomach, and intestines. The medical community is just beginning to appreciate how serious these stress-related diseases are. The reason that these patterns of thought interfere with the harmonious functioning of your subconscious mind. When you feel physically and mentally disturbed, the best thing you do is to let go, relax, and still the wheels of the thought processes. Speak to your subconscious mind. Tell it to take over in peace, harmony, and divine order. You'll find that all functions of the body will become normal again. Be sure to speak to your subconscious mind with authority and conviction and respond by carrying out your command. How to get the subconscious to work for you? The first thing to realize is that your subconscious mind is always working. It is active night and day, whether you act upon it or not. The subconscious is the builder of your body, but you cannot consciously perceive or hear that inner silent process. Your business is with your conscious mind and not your subconscious mind. Just keep your conscious mind busy with the expectation of the best and make sure your thoughts you habitually think are based on things that are lovely, true, just, and harmonious. Begin now to take care of your conscious mind. knowing in your heart and soul that your subconscious mind is always expressing, reproducing, and manifesting according to your habitual thinking. Remember, just as water takes the shape of a pipe and flows through the life principle and it flows through according to nature of thoughts, claim that your healing presence in your subconscious is flowing through you as harmony, health, peace, joy, and abundance. Think of it as a living intelligence, a loving companion on the way. Firmly believe it is continually flowing through you, vividly inspiring and prospering you. It will respond exactly this way. It is done into you as you believe. Healing principle of the subconscious restores optic nerves. One principle, one of the most celebrated healing shrines in the world is at Lourdes in southern western France. The archives in this medical department, Lourdes, are filled with dossiers that detail with Oscar cases that are determined miraculous healings. One example among many is the case of Madame Beer, who was blind with optic nerves that were atrophied. After she visited Lourdes, she regained her sight. Several doctors who examined her testified that her optic nerves were still useless, and yet she saw. A month later, a examination found that her visual mechanism had been fully restored to normal. I'm thoroughly convinced that Madame Beer was not healed by the waters of the shrine. What healed her was her own subconscious mind, which responded to her belief. The healing principle within her subconscious mind responded to the nature of her thought. Belief is the thought of the subconscious mind. It means to accept something as true. The thought accepted executes itself automatically. Undoubtedly, Madame Pierre went to the shrine with expectancy and great faith. She knew in her heart she would receive a healing. Her subconscious mind responded accordingly, releasing the ever present healing forces. The subconscious mind then created the I can certainly bring a dead back to life. What the creative principle created, it can recreate. According to your belief, it is done to you. How to convey the idea of perfect health to your subconscious mind. Several times a day, I would make sure that I was in completely relaxed, mentally and physically. I relaxed my body by speaking to as follows. My feet are relaxed, my ankles are relaxed, my legs are relaxed, my abdominal muscles are relaxed, my heart and lungs are relaxed, my head is relaxed, my whole being is completely relaxed. After about 5 minutes, I would find myself drifting into a sleepy, drowsy state. Then I affirm the following truth. The perfection of God is now being expressed through me. The idea of perfect health is now filling my subconscious mind. The image of God has me is a perfect image, and my subconscious mind recreates my body in perfect accordance with the perfect image held in the mind of God. This minister had a remarkable healing. The technique he used is a simple, straightforward way of conveying the idea of perfect health to your subconscious mind. Another wonderful way to convey the idea of health to your subconscious is through discipline or scientifically imagination, through power of visualization. You can continue this visualization discipline in intense time for several weeks. Then one day, the miracle happened and he was totally healed. This man had suffered from a mental block that prevented nerve impulses generating in the brain from reaching his legs. Therefore, he could not walk. When he shifted his attention to the healing power within him, the power flowed through his focused attention and he could walk again. Wow, that is a miracle. Matt 21:22 says, whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believing, you shall receive it. So believe it now and you shall receive it. So you have to believe it first and then the result will flow to you. Whether it's financial, health, healing, relationship. According to your belief, it is undone unto you. Ideas worth remembering from this chapter, from the miracle working power of your subconscious. 1. Your subconscious mind controls all the vital processes of your body, knowing the answer to the problems. 2. Prior to sleep, turn over specific requests to your subconscious mind for its miracle working power yourself. 3. Whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen spaces and conditions, experiences, events. Therefore, you should carefully watch all ideas and thoughts entertain your conscious mind. 4. The law of action and reaction is universal. Your thought is action, and the reaction is the automatic response of your subconscious mind to your thought. Watch your thoughts. 5. All frustration is due to unfulfilled desires. If you dwell on obstacles, delay, and difficulties, your subconscious mind responds accordingly and you're blocking your own good. 6. The life principle will flow through you rhythmically and harmoniously if you consciously affirm, I believe that the subconscious power that gave me the desire is now fulfilling it through me. This dissolves all conflicts. You can interfere with the normal rhythm of your heart, lungs, and other organs by worry, anxiety, and fear. Feed your subconscious with thoughts of harmony, health, peace, and all functions of your body will become normal again. 8. Keep your conscious mind busy with the expectation of the best. Then your subconscious will faithfully reproduce your habitual thinking. And 9. Imagine the happy ending or solution to your problem. Always think from the end in mind. Stephen Covey said that. That's one of the habits of highly effective people. Think from the end in mind. What would the end look at? And then move backwards in steps and then create that result. But always visualize the end, have the end in mind. Imagine the happy ending or solution to your problem. Feel the thrill of accomplishment. What you imagine and feel will be accepted by your subconscious mind, which will bring it to pass. And that includes the reading. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time. All right. God bless you. Namaste.